So hello everyone, good part of day for all of you. We are back with another webinar from the ELT community, that is curriculum development issues. Today we are going to focusing on what is curriculum itself and what are the issues of this curriculum and who can be involved into the process of curriculum development. What is the goal, how can we achieve that goals, and what are the steps of curriculum development. So the presenters of today webinars, Nia Pshnamova and Madina Ponu Ibrahimova. So let me start with the curriculum, with the definition of the curriculum. What is curriculum itself? So let me say that curriculum is everything that is happening related to educational system or the educational program we can call the curriculum. So with the curriculum, so the curriculum is the total guided learning experience that is designed to facilitate learners learning for establishing quality and the relationship between what is learned and what operates outside the school. And also the curriculum includes different kind of aims. It depends on what kind of curriculum we are designing, or the people who are involved in the process of designing the curriculum, and they have to know what is the aim of that curriculum and what are the objectives of that curriculum. And teaching content, it is very important, and teaching strategies, how can they teach this curriculum, and also assessment methods and other components of learning and teaching in the classroom. And moreover, I would like to add that curriculum is the comprehensive overview of what students should learn during this course, the particular course, and how they will learn it, what are the ways of teaching the learners during this course, and what role of the instructor during this course, how the instructor can involve into the process of the learners, and how can they achieve the goal of this certain curriculum. And the role of instructor is playing the major role, and the framework in which the learning and the teaching will take place. So let me start with the next slide of curriculum with the agenda of our today's webinars. Today we are going to focus on the steps of designing the process of this curriculum, and the process of preparation, how and what ways of the proper preparation to develop or to design the curriculum, and moreover the content of curriculum, what is the content, what should be included, and what are the important aspects of the content, and the presenting the materials of that curriculum. And also one of the important part of any curriculum is the assessment part. We are going to focusing on the assessment of the curriculum, what it includes itself, and also the evaluation of the curriculum. So let me start with the steps of designing process. As you can see here in the slides, what are the steps of designing the process? Here, I would like to say that the goal, the objective of curriculum includes a number of factors that can be the needs of, let's say, the needs of the particular level or the particular group of people whom we are going to develop or to design that curriculum. And also the environment, what is the environment, who are the learners of this curriculum, and what is their needs, what they want to gain from this particular curriculum. And also another aspect of one of the important aspects of this process of this designing the curriculum is the principles. To what principles you're going to focus during the designing the curriculum, what principles you are going to add to this framework, and moreover, the content is the sequences of the content, or how you are going to move from one content to another. The sequence, logical sequences of the content is also one of the important aspects. And also the format and presentation, in what format you're going to design this, let's say, curriculum, and what is the materials that say, and during the designing the materials, what kind of the curriculum, what kind of materials you are going to add there, and how you are going to add there, what are the steps of teaching that materials and teaching the certain topics of for this course. And also monitoring and assessment, also one of the important parts. Here you can see that the development also considered as an important or step of the curriculum development. And moreover, after the preparing the document, it is how to say, it is very crucial to implement that curriculum. For implementation, sometimes it held for 4 or 5 years, so that we can be sure that this curriculum is relevant and suitable for this, let's say, this level of learners. And also the monitoring and assessment, like an evaluation, is one of the another part of developing the curriculum. After the implementation, you can evaluate, you should evaluate how it is working, how the certain curriculum is working in this system of education. And also the revising is also very, how to say, helpful, and one of the steps of curriculum. After the implementing, after the evaluating, if there is some aspect and if there are some gaps in this curriculum, obviously the group of people could revise that curriculum. So I would like to say that in the process of developing curriculum, the professional teachers who are practical teachers in this field, and who did some researches in this field, are important to pick that kind of the professional teachers, so that they can know how to do this process. So moving further to the next step, I would like to say that here you can see the steps of what are the important in Madzina Bono. What are the important, the process of the preparation of this developing of curriculum. Here you can see the needs analysis, the environment, goals, and the principles. What are needs analysis? Let's say for developing any kind of curriculum, first of all, the group of people should conduct needs analysis, so that they can know what are the needs of the certain group of people. Doesn't matter whether they are school learners or some kind of courses. Here we are not focusing on only language curriculum, we are focusing on all kinds of curriculum to achieve the goal, or to achieve the objective of any kind of curriculum. First of all, we have to know what are the needs of this the group of people, and what the lacks of them, what they want to get, what did they know, they have already known, and what is the level of their language, or let's say the level of their knowledge in the particular field, let's say. And the needs analysis, it can be conducted using the variety of questions, let's say, or tests, and also questionnaire, so that we can know what this or that group of people are expecting from this course. And but in terms of our government, let's say the educational system of Uzbekistan, In terms of the school education, like a secondary education, we have the one document. It's considered as a document here in Uzbekistan, and we are working with the same document. So, and although we have to do this step, like a needs analysis, what is the needs of this let's say the first grade, or the second, let's say the 11th grade, what are they interested in, not only to set the level in the Sefer B1, B2, but what kind of topics can we add there, so that this course or this English or any kind of subject would be interesting for them, and this let's say the content of the curriculum motivate that learners. So for these kind of reasons, conducting needs analysis is one of the crucial thing before developing the developing of curriculum. And
Miss Khushnama.
yeah, I'm so sorry. So, and also the next step here, you can see in needs analysis what are the needs of learners, and the lacks, and the wants, what they want to learn during this while while learning this curriculum. And also the environment, also one of the important aspect that we should take into the consideration. And in terms of environment, I would like to say that what the particular group you are going to teach, what are the time of maybe should be taken into the consideration, the size, the hardware, the students, the age, the proficiency of students and their age. Maybe let me concentrate on the school curriculum of our Uzbekistan national curriculum, that in what are they interested in, what kind of learners we can meet in the 8th grades or the 9th grades. In this very developed time, let's say, they have very different kind of interest, and they are interested in different kind of topics, and this will be very how to say helpful, take into the consideration all these aspects while developing the let's say curriculum. So, and moreover, the proficiency level also should be taken into the consideration, so that the people will be only in that level, or up to the developing the curriculum, that when we set the goal for this curriculum, we can add there that from B1 or from A2, people will move to B1 while learning this course or taking this course, let's say. But in terms of another subject like a chemistry, physics, or let's say mathematics, also it is important not to consider it as a level, not to divide them as a level, but we can say from, let's say, from this level of difficulty, they will move to another level of difficulties while teaching this and teaching and learning this curriculum. So that we have to know the environment, what the group of people, and also teachers. It is important to take into the account the level of teachers, who is going to teach this curriculum, and are they in the relevant level, or let's say are they able to teach this curriculum also. And the materials is one of the important, because while picking the materials for the curriculum, it is crucial to take into the consideration the level of learners, what is their level and what are their interests. And moreover, another aspect of that we have to take into the account is the goals of this curriculum. Why you are developing this curriculum? What is your purpose while developing this curriculum? why do you want to set these kind of topics into the one framework, and what is your objectives while developing this curriculum? Let's say that we are developing curriculum for chemistry, so we have to know that why am I doing this work, so that this kind of learners can get enough, let's say, enhance their knowledge up to the 1, 2, 3, 4 topics, and also this group can achieve their goal up to the needs analysis of that group. And every time we have to keep in our mind that goals should be very clear. We cannot, and also they should be measurable and achievable. What am I mean by the measurable and achievable? If let's say, as far as we are English teachers, let's say we are conducting the needs analysis, and in our needs analysis, the learners write that in months I want to be like a native speaker, or I want to speak like a native. It is not possible, so it is not measurable and achievable goal. And that is why we have to set the measurable and achievable goals while let's say conducting not only curriculum but also the syllabus. And the syllabi also should be connected to the needs analysis, let's say. And the principle, in terms of the principles, I want to say that while doing some researches, you must just in terms of the principles, while doing some researches, you will be aware. So what kind of tasks should I do should I connect to the curriculum, or should I write in the list of the tasks, so that what kind of listenings, what kind of writings, what kind of let's say readings or speaking topics. And also another thing is the vocabulary. What vocabulary should we use while let's say designing or any kind of curriculum? And designing in terms of the principles also, we may take into the we can choose some kind of verbs, what kind of form words, what kind of let's say grammar rules are important for this or that group of learners. All of these should be taken into the consideration. Moving further to the next slide, here I want to explain you what are using the frequency, in terms of the content of the curriculum, using the frequency and format and presenting also plays an important role. So let me say, in the use of frequency list, as I mentioned before, these factors play the important role, because what kind of vocabulary is suitable for these learners? Let us say that I'm developing the curriculum for 10th or 11th grades, and I cannot put there, let's say, B2 or C1 vocabulary, so that the learners can be interested in this level. So as the Krashen mentioned in his article, L plus or 1+ is the most important aspect in developing not only or designing lesson plan, but or teaching any kind of course, but also in developing curriculum. We have to take into the account that 1+ should be how to say implementing in this curriculum. So if the learners are in A1 level, so we can select some vocabulary so that they can suitable for A1, and they can smoothly move to A2 level. And also the functions, you may choose any kind of functions while designing the curriculum, and reading, writing, speaking, listening skills could be developed, but it's up to you how to what kind of content you can choose for this. It also let me say, it also connected to the needs analysis, you know. While conducting needs analysis, you can add some kind of questions or questionnaires so that your learners choose what are their interest in terms of the reading or this kind of skills, or the topics, what are they interested in what topics. And also for format and presenting, another step of in the choosing format and presenting is another step of curriculum development. So remember, any kind of content that you are taking should be motivational context. While learning this, let's say the language, let us concentrate in the language, English language. If they are learning this language, they have to be motivated while teaching, while learning that kind of topics, while reading or listening, or let's say speaking topics. All of them should be like a motivational topics, and also accessible for learners. Because while designing any kind of curriculum, any country, they cannot get another country's curriculum, because in this country, in the certain country, the culture, let's say the awareness of the culture is very different. So when we are taking into the account that the pragmatic skills with the components of this curriculum, we have to mention that in this country, this kind of topics could be taught, or this kind of topics couldn't be taught. And also learners' interest, it is one of the importance, as you say. Also, if you notice, all of these, let's say, steps and all of this part of the curriculum, all of them are connected to the needs analysis. You know, what the learner said in the needs analysis, up to that, we can develop this curriculum. So, and also learner's personality, we should take into the consideration, so that you know, we have very different kind of learners. So for the tasks and the, let's say, the standards should meet not only, let's say, extrovert learners, but also introvert learners, or maybe they have an anxiety or the self-esteem. There are many kinds of personalities, and all of them should be taken into the account. In the next slide, you can see that during the developing the curriculum, any kinds of curriculum, assessment plays very, very crucial role. So, you know, some curriculum, they do not have an assessment. And what is the reason of setting goal or objective for the curriculum if we cannot be sure that that goals and objectives achieved or not? That is why the assessment should be developed in any curriculum, let's say. As a document, if we look to the curriculum as a document, so at the beginning there will be written the clear objectives, as I mentioned before, the objectives of this course. Do not think only about the curriculum of let's say schools or the universities. It can be any kind of let's say courses also. And while setting the goal, we have to be sure that these goals, while developing the topics for that curriculum, these goals should be achieved. So how can we be sure that the goal is achieved? Okay, how can we be sure that the goals of this certain curriculum achieved? We have to design, let's say, the assessment system for that. In the curriculum, there will be a number of standards. So what kind to what standards should be, what standard should be, let's say, required in the in the 11th grade or in the first course, or the next step of the, let's say, higher university, to what standards should be should the learners answer or be relevant by the end of the course, like in an outcomes in the modern English, we can use not goal or objective, but the outcomes of that curriculum. If we set the goal and by the end, we are writing that by the end of this course, the learners will be able to, or the students will be able to do 1, 2, 3, 4 tasks, and during the designing this curriculum, all that requirements should be meet, so that the learners of that curriculum, let's say, can answer to all the can meet the objectives and can be relevant and suitable for all of them. And then in terms of the assessment system of that curriculum, I want to say that even not only curriculum, but also the syllabus also in assessment system of that curriculum will help us to be sure whether the goals achieved, or the, let's say, the purpose or the objectives of that curriculum achieved or not. We can see the different kind of assessment here. Let us start with the monitoring of the curriculum. As a teacher, when we are teaching the learners in the classroom, we can monitor the learners, whether they are whether we are leading them to the let's say, standards of curriculum or not. Even while designing, or let's say, the developing lesson plan or designing the lesson plan, we have to look to the curriculum. So here in the curriculum, it is written, so by the end of this course, learners will be able to 1, 2, 3, 4. So during the class, while during the designing the lesson plan, we have to set like a content language, let's say, content objectives and language objectives. We have to write according to the curriculum objectives, so that we can meet the curriculum, and by the end of the year, we can our learners can answer all the questions of that curriculum, or all the requirements of that curriculum. In terms of the monitoring, I want to say that we can self-checklist, so like a self-evaluation. So how they are doing this or that, you can check them by self-checklist, or you can here in the checklist also you may provide you may make some list of the check, and you may tick whether your learners are doing this, or they are on the right way, or they are achieving, are we leading them to the right direction, so that to let's say, achieve the goal of that curriculum. And with the observation also, we can observe them whether they are doing right or not. And the peer review also one of the ways of the monitoring. In terms of assessment, here you can see the paper presentation, project test. We can choose any kind of assessment to check whether our learners are leading correctly or not, whether we are achieving the goals or not. So, but remember, for every single assessment, whether it is paper presentation, project, or test, we have to know, we have to set the rubrics, we have to write the rubrics and criterion for them, so that we can check them properly and provide them the feedback. Here, if we go back, we come back to the curriculum. In the assessment of curriculum, we can write down some kind of rubrics. For example, the learners, if in the, let's say, presentational skills of our learners, we set like a like a standards, let's say, yeah. And here in Uzbekistan, we call them standards, not like a requirements, but standards. If in the standards we have written by the end of the year, of this academic year, or okay, I will answer to that question. Here we have some questions in our chat. So By the end of academic year, learners will be able to present 1, 2, 3, 4 if we set them, but in the assessment we have to check it and write down the rubrics that are relevant to assessment. And in project work also, and in test, they should be the clear rubrics and the clear, let's say, criterion of for all of them. We will come back to the questions, and we will try to answer to your questions. But now Madina Bono will continue with the evaluation that is very crucial part of the curriculum, as far as we have already, let's say, conducted needs analysis, and we choose the content, the relevant content, and the process of the curriculum we have already finished, and the assessment system we have already designed it for the curriculum, and now we have ready the curriculum. And but remember, this is not the end of the developing the curriculum. The curriculum developing should be continued with evaluation and the review part. The evaluation part will be explained by Madina Bonu, my partner. Madina Bonu, are you here? You may continue. Unmute yourself, Madina Bonu, please.
Okay, excuse me. Thank you, Ms. Khushnama, so much for sharpening our knowledge of the curriculum development. Now we will learn this next part, like evaluation. Evaluation focuses on collecting information about important aspects of program, to understand how it works successfully. Here we will see some questions that can be used to evaluate our curriculum. Is the curriculum achieving its goals? What's happening in the classroom and schools where it's being implemented? Are those affected by curriculum? For example, teachers, administrators, students, parents, employers, and satisfied with the curriculum? Have those involved in developing and teaching language course done its satisfactory job? And does the curriculum compare favorable with other of its kind? Curriculum evaluation is concerned with answering the questions such as this. So, moreover, evaluation may focus on different aspects of the language program, like curriculum design, the syllabus and program content, the classroom processes, materials of instruction, and the teachers, teacher training, the students, the monitoring of the pupil progress, learner motivation, the institution, learning environment, staff development, decision making. Here we learned some important aspect of language program as well. Now let's move to the procedures that can be used in conducting evaluations. Here we can see tests, interviews, questionnaires, diaries and journals, and observation. Now we would like to offer some different types of the test. Here you can see tests like TOEFL, IELTS, the Cambridge Proficiency Test. Next, diaries and journals. So the teachers, students are required to keep the diaries and journals to evaluate. Here we can see a really useful tool. It's simple to use and easy to apply the Voynich. And you can just easily share your visual notes, graphic recording, and other information drawings as well. And you also can use this tool to keep diaries and journals as well. Next, interviews. So if you like to conduct the interviews while evaluating, you can apply it for this tool, just Flipgrid. It's really simple to use and free to apply, sign up, to register and use from. You are just required to create your own Flipgrid and you can just formulate some questions and create your own grid, and you can just share the link with the participants, so the participant they easily can evaluate just your work, maybe your curriculum. In your lessons you can also use it, so they can record their own video responses and they can send those videos with it to you. Next, the questionnaires. It's another procedure that can be used to conducting evaluation as well. So here another option, this Google Forms can be used to conduct the questionnaires. It's also free to use, really straightforward to design, and really helpful to conduct questionnaires or surveys. And in our previous webinars, we explained how to use it, especially in the webinar on the topic conducting needs analysis to design syllabus. And we shared the link as well. You can easily watch the video and you can practice how to use this tool as well, Google Forms. Next tool is next procedure is observation. Here we would like to offer another tool that can be used to observe. Note it, it's really useful and convenient to use. You can easily take notes and you can save them and you can use them later. Here another tool, the poll everywhere. It also can be used to conduct surveys and questionnaires as well. Now, we would like to offer you to evaluate our webinar, and I would like to share the link. I shared the link. Please follow the link and wait for me to activate the poll. We will just conduct the poll. Okay, I activated. Now I am waiting for you. Please follow the link, and you can see only two questions. First of all, just you are required to add your name. Please type your name. This poll it's like anonymous. Do not worry. Here on the screen we will not show your names. We will just show the results. Do not worry. And the poll consists of only two questions. It's really easy. I shared the link. Okay, you may just go to Telegram, our Telegram group as well. I will share there too. So I can see just one of you answered this question. Okay, go ahead, please.